Hello, welcome back to My Low Gains Crypto. I know it's been a little bit, but stuff happens in life, but here I am. I wanted to give a little, not so much an update, but some information that I think may be valuable to some of you guys, depending on your approach to STEPN earnings. So kind of to kick it off right now, if you haven't been aware already, though, I'm sure you are, if you're on this video, GST has seen a significant spike, right, in price. Just a month ago, we were hovering just above 1 cent, and then boom, out of nowhere, we got as high as 10 cents, it looks like, from right there. And then a slow drop here. But nevertheless, the GST earnings are good right now because it is still a 300% increase on the monthly. Though it's been dropping this week, especially today. Nevertheless, we have seen a spike in efficiency gems, so it is clear that the move has been to earn GST on Solana, that is. I want to specify, I've seen the spike on Solana. So efficiency gems to increase GST earnings are being priced up as they're being taken off the marketplace. So good for those who have earned some profits. However, I want to talk about what I have been doing. My moves and my focus has still been focusing on earning GMT. And despite GMT being down, on the yearly, it's up the past month, but if we look back, over a year ago, GMT hasn't quite broken out. If we're looking at from its birth to now, GMT is still at a relative low. Nevertheless, I'm optimistic, but I'm not just focusing on GMT right now because I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic about GST too, though I think it's kind of more unpredictable. Its spikes can be greater because it has a lower market cap. The reason why I'm focusing on GMT, being that I also have GMT sneakers, is something that I don't see talked about too much, and that is the GMT halving. So if you haven't looked into it yet, on September 28th of 2022, this is when GMT earning was enabled from your earning sneakers. And for the classic sneakers, right, the non-rainbow, only 40% of that 30% of total GMT is distributed through Move and Earn. We'll hop back to this page in a second. 40% of that 30% goes to classic sneakers, and the rest goes to rainbow pool. As of now, I know rainbow sneakers have kind of changed up a bit, but this is the current math. But this halving is every 2 years. So given that it was enabled in 2022, September 2022, you guys, we don't have much longer until your GMT earnings will be cut in half. So whatever you're earning now on your GMT earning sneaker, you could, one, expect that to shrink here as more users hop on board, but to get cut in half in less than a year, right? September is 6, 7, 8 months out. And GMT, I think, is the move right now for anyone who has some GMT sneakers. If you're not looking to make any, cash out gains right now, GST is definitely if you're, taking profits daily or weekly, GST can be your move. But if you think about long term, as I am, I'm focusing on GMT right now. I've noticed that with users focusing on GST earners, I imagine this has taken a lot of traditional GMT earners, or those who might split their time between GMT and GST, to focus mostly, if not entirely, on GST earning. So I've already seen my own profits. I see double GMT earnings. Sometimes it's not quite that high often, but at least 1.5 times as high. So I think right now, unless GST falls more, we should expect to see a big focus on GST earning and more wiggle room to earn your GMT. But with the halving imminent in September, I think we're in a very, very rare earning opportunity for GMT. So that's why I'm focusing on GMT. Point one, a lot of users are focused on GST, opening the pool for me to get more earnings from GMT. And then point two, the halving in September. GMT earnings are going to be cut in half. Hopefully that gives some great price action to the earnings I already have. But yeah, I know this is kind of a little more of a quick video, rambling here a little bit, voice cracking, but hey, this is authentic. This is what we're doing. Maybe I'll make a more formal video, but I just want to put this on anyone's radar. If you're going back and forth, do I do GMT or GST earning? What I'm going to be doing is just focusing on GMT. I'll come to GST, I think, eventually again, as I start to see GMT earning get more congested. When I see my earnings come down, maybe I'll even do it before the halving, focus more toward GST. I'm not sure. I've had to readjust quite a bit for my approach, but I just know that I'm not trying to get profits right now. I'm thinking about profits later this year, next year, however long this bull market may go. But if you're thinking that long term, I do think GMT is an immediate play right now, at least, from now until the end of summer. But that's Milo Gains Crypto. Hopefully I articulated this approach well. Just know this halving's coming up. I don't see it talked about very often, but it'll be September of 2024 if all of this is true. And also just keep on guard. I think what I've noticed about STEPN is the goalposts are kind of changed. The devs, they switched some things up, and I know it's in beta stage, but I remember there's like Rainbow Plus. I forgot the other rainbow sneaker name, but things shift, so be flexible. But the good news is GMT is getting burned. People are using it. Let me see. Where's the little... Yeah, so just even GMT status on the weekly, it's being burned about half the rate of its release. Hopefully we just see more burning and our value of our current GMT going up, and then also new investors, new money coming in to drive up that price and get a nice exit position. Or maybe you just love the game and you want to stay in this forever and never cash out. That's great. But yeah, maybe we'll chat soon again. All right. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night.